Welcome back to Street Rust. We are back on the 1970 F250. I'm Keith. I'm your host. I'm your only host. I'm the guy that if you watch what I do, you're gonna learn a little bit. But if you watch what I do and do what I do, you're probably gonna be miserable, because I take the long route sometimes. But I have fun doing it, and I hope you have fun too. Hey, here's what we're gonna do today. Between today and tomorrow, 2 days, we're gonna at a minimum get the steering coupler in. That'll come a little shortly. And then in the last video, I showed you inside this let me flip the lever. I showed you we pulled the sending unit out. We looked in here. Tank looks pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get some of this old fuel out of here. And what I'm going to do is put a couple gallons of new fuel in there, and then we'll rig in, because I want to get rid of this pump, because we know the fuel pump works. The last video we had it pumping out of the normal line, and I want to get some filters in line there so we can filter out anything that comes out of the tank. So, oh hey, check this out. Anybody recognize this? Can you even see in there? Guess what that is in there? That is a rotor. This thing has front disc brakes, 1970. This is definitely the truck that keeps on giving. And look at the size of that drum brake back. That drum. Oh, I just we'll eventually get to it. Got to do it. Anyway, let's pop under here. Might as well get going. I got yard. Oh, look at that yard. Y'all see that yard? All that weed out there blooming. I gotta get all that knocked down. So I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth between this truck and that yard. I gotta get the oil changed in the mowers, all that kind of good stuff. All right, fuel tank. Where are we at? So right here. You know what? I want that cap off. So that, take that cap off so we break any vacuum there. So the fuel tank is right here. So the fuel line is right here. And that should be, see the little daylight coming through right there? That should be right here. Well, here, let's just look a little closer at that. Right here is where that's going down, so it's coming. You know what? How can that be coming out of the bottom of the tank if that line's going down there? I guess the fuel pump. Heck, I don't know. That don't make no sense to me. But, you know, that gravity thing, you know, how in the world am I gonna have to pump all this out? I bet I'm gonna have to pump every bit of this out. Let's look at the other side. We learn as we go. I thought I had it all figured out. But now that I think about it more, let's look at this side. Oh, I don't see any other lines. Shoot dilly dog. We are, let's see. Let's take a look under here. See if we see anything else. No other lines. And that's definitely. Alright. Oh, gotta go over a little more. This is definitely the line here that comes through this rail, and then it starts feeding down this way. So doggone. You know what? That's crimped. That's crimped right there. We may have to do a little work on that too. I just don't know. Can y'all see that? Right now I just want to get it running. That ain't gonna help the situation though. We need to look at that. So let me go ahead and get this pump set up on the front, and I think we'll hook it to the other side of the fuel pump where the line goes in, and we'll try to suck as much as we can out of this. All right, I'll be back. All right, folks, I don't know where this thing cut off, but I took off the makeshift fuel system. I got the fuel pump hooked up to the battery. I put it in line coming from the tank, and I started pumping out some fuel, And I know that fuel looks horrible, but the fuel that's pumping out of it right now, let me show you. They must put some fresh fuel in here, because that doesn't look, I mean, it's brown, but it's not like 20-year brown, it's like 1-year brown. So, you know, that might be some good lawnmower gas. Let me hang on here a second. I'm gonna go grab a gas can and put that in a gas can and see how it looks. Be right back. All right, folks. Not going as planned, but it's going. So, never mind the fact that this says diesel, because that's my lawnmower gas jug. If somebody steals it and thinks they got diesel, they'll put it in their diesel engine and ruin it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. But anyway, I come back, you can see that gravity done took over in suction, and this whole apparatus that I had plugged up was covered in fuel, so I quickly disconnected it at the battery. Wasn't about to flip this switch with it connected, because I probably would have had an early 4th of July, probably my last 4th of July. But nonetheless, you can kind of see the color coming out of there. That might be some good lawnmower gasoline. This one is about full. It's pretty ugly. That had all the initial crud, and I had some dirt in the bottom of that, but it's just bad ugly. We're not messing with that. Anyway, we'll see what we got. Let me get this, I'm gonna sit here and let this drain, and then we'll come back. I'm gonna replace that hose up there for the fuel line that comes off the main steel line. I'll do that real quick, and we'll see what we got. Okay, gravity took out most of that. I got this system dried off. We're gonna go ahead and I strung it across here so I don't get any fuel dripping into the electrical wires, but let's see what comes out of here. Well, let's see what's wrong here. Y'all keep an eye on it. Got it backwards, that's why. Oh yeah. Well, a little bit coming out of there. Looks like she might be dry. Oh, there's a little more coming. We'll let it run for a little bit. All right, let's see what it sounds like down in here. I know you all. Let me take a listen. Yeah, you can hear a little slurping. You can hear a little slurping in there. And it's all, so never done one of these fuel tanks, so I'm going to guess, when I take this off again, I'll shine a light down there. I'm going to guess there's a tube that goes all the way down to the bottom. And I just wanted to see if it was going to suck any crud off the bottom, but now this fuel looks pretty dang bad. That came out initially. This is mediocre. There's some light there, but I think we're just going to have to get rid of it. Okay, I'm gonna let that run for a couple of minutes. I'll put a new hose up there, and not gonna start it today. We'll do that tomorrow. It'll only be a couple seconds for you, but I want to focus on the rag joint, the steering coupler, which is down in here. I want to get that hooked up so I can steer this bad boy. The Dorman one I got, the holes are a little too close. So I just kind of drilled them out a little bit. Plus it's pliable. I think this will work until I can get my other one in it, which is back ordered. So I'm going to work on getting that in. I'm going to work on getting this done. Then we'll come back and probably be ready to crank this thing up and see if she'll move. Okay, dogs are barking. See y'all shortly. Okay, folks, we're back. God, Noah, where the heck? Oh, he's over here. Noah got his driver's license. He can drive all by himself now. Hey, I'm a big kid now. Oh yeah. Hey, so where'd we stop? This is not going on here. I replaced down here. I replaced this yesterday. We looked at that. What I'll probably do, because we got to go pick up a filter, is we'll run All right, camera cut out. But anyway, we're gonna put a filter in line down here. We're gonna get the PVC. Oh, that's what I was talking about. No, this that's not a PVC valve. There's not a PVC valve in there, and that kind of concerns me. We're gonna go ahead and hook a line up to the back of the car. All right, anyways, had a battery issue. Showed it was charged, but then it went down to like 17% and in the GoPro. Anyway, we'll get the PVC line hooked up back there. But more importantly, I want to show you what we're looking at today. I gotta believe this is the original off the 390. This comes up underneath this bracket, and you'll see 1, 2, 3 slots, 1, 2, 3 bolts, and then you've got your tensioner bolt, which is on the end. You can't see right there, but we rounded up the bolts that were laying like right in here. That bracket fits fine, and if you were line up these bolts with this slot, there's this thing a doggone go on here. So that's, and this bolt back here is a spacer bolt that allows you to move that up and down. So this all looks pretty dang good to me. We do have a broken hose down here that looks like that's a 5/16 hose, power steering. We'll replace that piece of line in there. Then the other thing we have to finish down here, I got to read up a little bit on the steering coupler. You can see that we have it together, but it's this, if you can see it down here, that's the teeth, serrated teeth. This thing's got to be all the way down on that. So I think what we have to do is loosen all of this again, get that down and bolt it on, then get it together, and then tighten up those bolts. Because right now, with that not being connected, although we're seated down here pretty good, all that slop is there because it's not hooked up. So a couple things we got to get done, then we'll get some fuel to put in this to get it running. So let's work on all this. Oh, we're also gonna get the back wheels on. When you get the back wheels on, get some air in here so we can go give this thing a test run. So we'll see you here in a short. All right, folks, quick update on the power steering. I think we have a solution, but we ran into an issue. Okay, Noah, can you get that, go ahead and get that lined up on the bolt and push it back? Okay, push everything back. Okay, very good. So we definitely, that can go, here, put your hand on it and push it all the way back. There we go. All right, that's lined up with the water pump pulley. Remember, this is a 390 setup bracket. Gotta believe, because this was all still hooked up and it looks like it hasn't been unhooked. So I'm gonna assume this is a 390 power steering pump, which is different than a 302. So this is the bracket. So what we're gonna do, now pull everything out. We're gonna come out an inch from center to center on the belts. I measured on the pulley. Come on, wiggle that thing out. There you go. Anyway, here, let's see. So if we come out an inch, I know this is kind of cockeyed there. We come out an inch, we're going to be able to line up this power steering pump on the second pulley, and that's what we're going to aim for. So we're going to have to get a longer stud here, an inch longer. We'll get the bolts an inch longer, and then I'll put a spacer behind in 1, 2 points, and then this one will be adjustable, so we'll have to adjust this out an inch. Hopefully I got enough thread in the block where we won't have to do that. So that's what we're gonna do. We gotta go buy some parts still, but just want to give you an update. All right, folks, it's been a long day. Let me show you what's going on. We're gonna wrap it up for today, not for the video. I'll be back tomorrow night after work, because we're gonna drive this thing. But let me show you what we've got done. First of all, looks pretty doggone workable to me right there. You can see that there's a bolt down here. Here I put some spacers. I had to cut them twice. Had to cut them at an inch, then I had to go to, once you tighten everything down, it was still off, so I had to take another 1/4 inch off. Had to go buy some all thread 7/16 to go in here. We'll pretty all this up later, but you know what? The power steering pump is in, so we got that done. I got a new fuel filter that I probably should have put in before I put in the power steering pump, because now I'm gonna have to do it from the bottom, but I'm gonna do that. And we still gotta get these tires on right here. But as you all can see behind me, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunset. And it is mid-March. It's not quite spring yet, but it's getting close. I got to get the yard mowed. I didn't get any oil changing done on the mowers today, so I'm gonna have to go and explain that to my honeydew. But I think we'll be okay. So hey, tomorrow night after work, we'll get back out here, we'll bust on it, we'll have a couple hours of daylight, and we're gonna drive this bad boy. See ya in a few seconds. Alrighty folks, we're back. Let me tell you about the weather. It is the next afternoon after work. It's probably about 5:30 or so, Northwest Arkansas. It's 43 doggone degrees. And you can tell I wore my matching get warm clothes. So without further ado, let me show you what's going on here. First of all, here's what you don't want to do. So we're putting in a filter between the steel line for the fuel and the fuel pump, which you can't see. It's below the power steering unit that we put in yesterday. And I know there are other people like me that try to take 5/16 fuel line and make it fit. Doggone, make it fit. I can't show you here. You want to try to make it fit onto 3/8. So I went and got 2 feet of 3/8. Stuff ain't cheap. I think it was about $8, something like that. $6, $7, I don't know. Because here's what happens when you try to put the square peg into the round hole. You wound up breaking a $4.79 filter, so that thing's useless now. So I got some 3/8 line. Let me show you here. Let's see, 3/8 right there. I got a 3/8 filter from O'Reilly's, and if you want the part number, there it is right there. Now it did cost about $2 more than this one, but do the math. This one's broke, so I spent about $5 here. I spent about $7.50 here. So I'm like, you know, $13, $14 into this mess, and it's just driving me crazy. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get that hooked up down there. I'm gonna get a little Go Juice in the power steering. Not Go Juice. Go Juice is bad in the power steering. I'm gonna put power steering fluid in there. We're gonna get some fresh fuel, put into the tank. I'm gonna bring the air compressor out here and give it some, put these 32 pounds or so. Don't want to stress them out. They're all dry rotted. They're all gonna have to be replaced. Get them pumped up, get these rear wheels on, and we're gonna test drive this thing before the sun sets. If it hair lips the governor, I'm gonna test drive this thing tonight. Might even check this, and I haven't even opened it. So we'll check that out and see if it needs any fluid. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Alrighty folks, I wanted you to see this real quick. The mass cylinder, that just doesn't look too terribly bad. Now you can, if I can get you down in here, you can see, first of all, this front portion is empty, but you can't assume that's the front brakes. You have to trace the lines, but the back's got fluid in it. I've seen worse, I've seen better, but not too bad. We're gonna top that off real quick, and we'll top off this, and we'll add a little here. Whoa, a little too much here. All right, let's get that cap back on. I think it just looks like it's a kind of a newer. They just, you know, the thing is about these, you know, do you paint them, do you powder coat them, what do you do? All right, we're back on there. Okay, let me show you the, I also, before I show you that, let me put the lid back on this, or it's going to be all over the place. All right, there's our brake fluid. All right, I did some power steering fluid in here. It's at least showing on it, and it's not profusely leaking. So let's take a look underneath real quick. I don't see, there's been a lot of leaking going on. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see if it doesn't look too bad. Here's the power steering unit here. You can see that. You can see it from over here. And here's our filter we put in line right here. Okay, so I think that's about all we're gonna do. Let's look at the, we put a lot of water and a little bit of antifreeze in here. Let's see what we got here. We're still right there, so I think we're gonna pop this off now. The whole, look, the whole PCV, positive crank ventilation, I got to figure that out. That should be run to the back of the carb. I got it plugged off. We're going to run it like this for now for our test run. Got to get a different air breather. That other thing just ain't going to work. I don't know where they drug that from. The power steering we did yesterday. So let me get back on. I'm going to get some fuel in here and let it kind of come through the system a little bit. I'm not going to start it. We're going to start it together, and I'm going to start working on these back wheels. Alrighty folks, we got one side done. I got fuel in it. We got the front done. That looks awesome compared to just one wheel from the back. That just looks tough, and I love it. So out of all 6 wheels that we aired up when we drug this thing in here a month or 2 ago, that's the only one that lost air. I just put like 32 pounds in here. These tires are bad. Don't want to blow them up. We're not going to tow with them. Got the battery charging. Lug nuts. Had one stud on the driver's side that didn't want to take a lug very good. I'm not going to force it. I'll circle back and fix that. The others, you remember these were pretty crusty. We dug them out of the back. They were in a Gatorade bottle just full of water and rust and crap. This is a wire brush for when you're doing when you're sweating pipes. You clean out the inside and stuff. It works really well for these, and that's what I use there. So I'm gonna set you up over here, and I'm just gonna bust through this because we're fighting to make it through. I'm just gonna set you up here, and I'm gonna bust this out. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it off, clean it up, clean the studs real quick, and then I'll put it back on. Wish they were all like that. Ooh, there was only 2 on there. Oh, this thing's off. Oh, there's another one. Yep. All right, I'm gonna hit these with some hit these with some WD-40. They don't look too bad. Get this tire off real quick. Now, why are we sticking? Why are we hanging up here? There we go. It was hanging up somewhere. Oh, there's a bunch of dirt right there. Boy, that's it. Look at the inside of that. Can y'all see the inside of that? It's just mud and caked up. So, all I want to do real quick here, I'm gonna hit these studs the best I can. I'm gonna knock off this big dirt super quick. Just super quick. Try to get some of that dirt away from what we're doing here. Okay. I'm gonna hit these studs the best I can. Studs don't look too bad. Woo, there went my wire wheel. Come on now. I'm going to hit the surface of this tire just to knock off the big rust. I'm going to spray it down with WD-40 and we're going to get it together. Alright, there we go. There went my wire wheel again. Alright, WD-40. Hit this a little bit. Hit this a little bit. Got my 8 lug nuts. Let's make sure we're still good here. Yep. All right. Whew. Let's get this one on first. Went to the chiropractor today. If you're my chiropractor, I bet you're loving this, ain't you? Oh, there's my phone. But you know what? I ain't dead, I'm just getting old. Alright, come on now. There we go. There we go. Alright, there's one. Let's get the second one off. There we go. Get a couple of these on. Went the wrong way, went the wrong way. Come on now. You can do it. Now, get it all down here. Ooh, that one's rough right there. Let's see if it's the lug nut or the stud. Yeah, maybe a little of both. We'll see if that one's a bear. We'll swap it out. Thought it was on. That one's tight too, doggone it. That's tight. That one's good. That one's good. ain't gotta go. I think that's good enough to get us for now. I could probably, let's see if it's just a weak oh yeah, I can get that on there. Ooh, that's gonna be a long day right there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good lug nuts on there. We're gonna call it good. All right, that's just for the test run. Let me get everything out of the way here, get the battery charger off. And what I'm gonna do is I shouldn't have any fuel, and I'll show you before we start. Nope, no fuel down there in the fuel filter. I'll show you that before we start. I want to see if the engine can take care of itself. Be right back. Alrighty, here we go. Let me get you up under here. I want you to see this. We are fighting daylight, but you can see this fuel filter right here has 0 fuel in it. So we're going to see if the engine will crank itself and get fuel up there, get this thing started so we can drive it. Doggone. All right, emergency brakes on. It is in neutral. Is that neutral? Doggone, where's neutral? There's first, so there's third, so there's neutral. All right, let's see. Gotta crank it here for a minute. Oh, that battery is dead as a doorknob. Holy cannoli. All right, what am I gonna do? If I use the jump pack, doggone it, that battery is just toasted. Let's make sure that's what the deal is. I'm pretty sure that battery's just fried. We may have to pull the one out of the crosser here real quick. It's always something, folks, always something. We're good there. Tell you what, I tell you what, I'll just get the jump pack. All right, let's see. Maybe it's the, oh no, there it went. I didn't have the clutch in far enough. Even better. All right, here we go. Just keep pumping it. Come on, baby. Give me some fuel. Just hold it wide. All right, let's see if we got any fuel up here in that filter. Oh yeah, we got fuel. Y'all can see it down in there. There's definitely fuel in that filter. So we're getting there. And I hope that filter's not, no, I used that with the remote tank. We should be like ready to go here pretty soon. Let me give her some gas. More gas. And watch the, whew, that thing's dangerous there. Anyway, watch the oil pressure when we crank this up too. Come on, baby. Oh, there we go. All right, there's our oil pressure. Dome light works. Come on, baby. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, they're at my battery. Doggone it. All right, that's definitely the battery. Let's get the jump pack. Be right back. All righty, got the jump pack on. Get this thing idling. We're in neutral. Come on now. Cold blooded. I don't know if the choke's hooked up. If I get out, I'm gonna die. there went my jump pad. Doggone it. Doggone dilly dog daffodil Chrysler dead jump pack that I didn't plug in. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Let's just try resetting it there, maybe. I don't know. I'll try it one more time, then we're gonna swap batteries. We're gonna drive this truck tonight, folks. Like I said, I don't care if it hair lifts the governor. No, dead. Okay, let me swap batteries out of the Chrysler. And no, the Chrysler is not a donor. Not a donor vehicle. But that battery will do the job. I'm just gonna have to get it out. Let's see, positive. Oh, it'll fit too. All right, give me a couple minutes. Okay, no battery. Battery, that didn't take too long. Oh, also, we gotta do the Italian tune-up. Forgot about that. I need to do that real quick. First, well, you know what? Let's look at the choke. Is this one of them? This is a doggone. Oh, this is the choke that heats off of there. That's gotta freaking go. Anyway, let's get it started. See if we can get her to warm up here a little bit. All right. Okay, foot's off the gas. Still wants to die. Gotta let it warm up. Go let it idle for a minute. Up a little higher. That's good. Okay, work. 60 pounds. Got nothing. Oh, it's loud, folks. Doggone heater fan don't work. I got wrong. Oh, we need to look in the ashtray. What we got? Nothing. Doggone nothing. Well, we got the ashtray. Let this warm up a minute. I don't know what this is down here. We got. Let's see if that did it. Boy, that thing's loud. Come on. You can do it, baby. Before, I'm not the shortest man in Washington County, Arkansas. Doggone idle, baby, idle. But I'm not the tallest. I'm not. You know what I mean. But this 6x6 sure helps. All right, good little idle. It'll be all right running up and down the road. No air breather. Okay. I gotta have both hands. So y'all are just gonna have to stick with me here. Hopefully I can get you set up there until we get going. You know what? I'm just gonna set you right here. There you go. Obviously I don't do this very often, but I hope to do it more often. Alright. You guys gonna be flopping all over the place. Suck it up. Okay. Kind of right up and down my road here. Now I had let me back it up. Woohoo! We forgot to check the power steering too. That don't sound like power steering to me. Let me check these headlights. They only work on, I don't know if it's doggone. Oh, the emergency brake was on. There we go. We got some. No, that it's that doggone dimmer switch. There. Okay. Let's see what we got. Woo! That ain't no power steering right there. Do not want to hit the Chrysler. Yeah, that power steering ain't powering. We're basically manual steering right now. We got a little bit of brake. Let's see what we got. All right. Woo! Little winter right there. Let me get you back up here. It's a running, baby. Third gear, come on. All right. Get back down to second gear. All right. Alright, I'm gonna have to tell you what. Well, no. This is gonna be tough with no power steering. I gotta back this thing up. Come on, first gear. She's a running. Alright, back in first gear. Come on, power steering. First gear. Granny gear. Pull down the house. Second gear. Well, I don't know if that speedo works or not. Might be helpful sometime in the future, but here we go. All right. Woo! That was first gear, folks. Let's see what we got. Fourth gear. No, that's second gear. There's fourth gear. Oh yeah. No fifth gear. Only got four. All right. Tell you what. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna set y'all up in the yard. Got fairly decent brakes, folks. All right. I'm gonna set you guys up over here on the. I'm gonna set you up on the Chrysler. We'll call it after this, but I want you guys to see. I'm gonna catch it right there. let you see me bust up and down the road here for a minute. Alrighty, that's it. Tell you what, we probably lost all of our fluid. I got to calm it down there. Not really, I don't want to calm it down. That is just awesome, guys. We got a runner, pulled this thing out of a field, drug it home, let it sit till it warmed up, and we got it started and running. Now we just start improving everything. So I think we're going to end it there for tonight, folks. It's cold, I'm tired, and you know, it's good to have success. So hey, I want to throw something out there real quick too before I end this. For those of you that watch Restoration, I don't know what's going on. He did a short the Rev did a short video, I don't know, a week ago or so. But you know what, if he's busy doing ministry, then we need to pray for him, and we need to do a prayer of praise. If he has got some challenges in his life, we need to pray for him. He puts out a lot of good content, him and the old man and his family, and it has just been on my heart today that we send prayers out to him. If it's a prayer of praise because he's involved heavily in the ministry, then praise God for that. If it's just a matter of he's got some challenges that's going on, whatever they may be, we need to pray for that as well. So thank y'all very much. I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm going to say it right here in front of everybody. I don't preach it every day, but I'm not going to hide it. So it was on my heart, and he's part of the car community. So thank y'all very much, and be blessed.